it's on board now, it's going to play havoc with everybody. So we're just going to let it tire a bit. And it's undersized because the new legal length for these now is 90 centimetres. And see, there you go, now it's not green anymore. He'll still be okay to release, but now he's not going to try and kill me. You'll notice the wire trace there is very important.
Get your pliers.
Thanks. And they're pretty good. There you go.
He's not happy.
He's not happy, but he'll be alright. Because of those teeth, Macs are one of the few fish I keep my fingers well away from. And although he went back looking tired, within 2 minutes he was swimming around quite normally. Within another 2 minutes, Marshy was into yet another Mac.
Geez, took off like a train.
Certainly did.
Wow. How's that?
Water coming up. It's undoubtedly another small Mac. They don't call this the Mackerel Islands for nothing, they're not lying.
Sorry, mate.
It's just done one wrap. There's probably a fish from the same school, but it does feel a little bit bigger and we got some colour. Ah, it's a sharky! Now that is a small specimen, but a specimen of a shark mackerel nonetheless. Now you can see they're quite markedly different from the Spaniards. Lots of gold spots. And they taste very much like shark. I love them. They have a strong sulphur smell when you cut them up to eat them. And that's where they get their name from, shark mackerel. What a beautiful fish. And I think they fight better than the Spaniards, but they don't grow anywhere near as big. Another fantastic day off Onslow. We ran the lures on the way home, but I don't think either of us could really have handled any more fish that day. Cosmopolitan Broome is a pearling town from way back, but the big industry these days is tourism. It was discovered by William Dampier in 1699, but the town itself was not named until 1883. Many divers, mostly from Japan and China, gave their lives while pearl diving and are remembered in separate cemeteries today. The Japanese cemetery alone has over 900 divers laid to rest. The tides in this part of the world can be amazingly more than 10 metres, leaving huge sections of ocean exposed only hours after being deep underwater. Old converted pearl luggers reminded us of days past as we left the port to head 350 kilometres out to sea. I'd waited my whole life to visit what's regarded as maybe the best fishing location in the world, the Rolly Shoals. The Rollies are part of a coral shelf atoll system which starts around 280 kilometres from Broome at the Shoals and extends 100 kilometres to the Ashmore Reef in the north. Daryl from Broome Fishing and Dive Charters promised that he and his younger brother Travis would make this a trip to remember, and the extremely deep water attracts mighty sport fish such as wahoo, tuna, marlin and the fish we were all here to find, the sailfish. Kingfisher 3 is owned and run by Gary Fortescue, the boy's father, and these two had been doing this for so long that we found fish almost right away.
Definitely a sailor then.
Oh, there's one on me.
Yeah?
Right there, there's two there.
Okay, let me get ready then.
There he is. Look, oh, he's coming up on it. He's got that one. Oh.
Hooking sailfish on cast baits requires a lot of skill, so Ian let Trav show him how it was done. As soon as it saw the garfish bait, the mighty fish grabbed it, but we weren't prepared for what happened next.
Yep.
Take that rod, eh?
Yep. Great boy!
I've just hooked onto a sailfish now. This is the first one I've ever hooked on. Believe me, they're very, very heavy. And you can hear the wind whistling through the line.
Oh, it's still busy. Not starting, mate.
This is going to hurt in the morning.
Sailfish, here. Oh, hey, you're on. You've got a sail, haven't you? Yep.
When one sail comes up, you can be sure others are lurking about, and Ainsley managed to hook another fish on a swimming lure of all things.
Sail in the back step.
This is just still going and going and going.
Double hook up the sail.
Yeah, there's one right here. On a swimming lure.
Unlike most sailfish that go bananas, this fish seemed totally oblivious to the fact that it was hooked.
Ainsley under me, mate. Get this one out of the way.
Be alright for you. Go and see. I'm hooked on swimming lures every day.
Do you want to grab the leader?
On a swimming lure, how's that? Straight in the bill. Won't do that very many places except for Rolly Shoals.
Ainsley's fish was landed and released before it knew what had happened. Now Ian had to get his in before he got spooled.
I just shifted my lure into a clear bit of water instead of the turbulence. I saw these three fish jump across towards me and I initially thought they were tuna. And I got hit on my lure and I thought, oh, they are tuna. And then Ian obviously saw the sails and then nailed the sail, and lo and behold, I brought in a sail as well. It's easy.
It's not that easy. Come on, baby, I'm ready.